Section 1. A Meeting of Worlds, Land, Sea, and Sky. At Point Calimere, the land, the sea, and the sky meet. The wind that brushes your cheek smells of salt and wet earth. The light here is soft, painting the wide horizons in gentle colors. The waves of the Bay of Bengal sing a low, constant song, a rhythm as old as time itself. Here, in this quiet corner of the world feels vast and open and full of possibility. Birds rise from the water in great swirling clouds, their wings catching the morning sun. Hooves touch the soft earth and then seem to fly, carrying graceful animals across the plains. This is a place of life, a place of peace, and a place of endless motion. We have come to a place where nature has woven a rich tapestry. The threads are the sandy shores, the shimmering salt pans, the dense green mangroves, and the wide, open grasslands. Each habitat supports a community of creatures, all living in a delicate balance. It is a place where every sound has a meaning, from the sharp cry of a kite overhead to the rustle of a mongoose in the undergrowth. To be here is to be a quiet observer, to witness the daily dramas and simple wonders of the natural world. It invites us to slow down, to look closely, and to listen with our hearts. Let us take a slow tour of this remarkable sanctuary. We will walk with our eyes wide open, not just to see, but to understand. We will listen with calm hearts to hear the stories that the wind and the water and the animals have to tell. Section 2, a sanctuary called Kodikkarai. This special place is called Point Calimere Wildlife Sanctuary. It rests on the coast of Tamil Nadu in the south of India. The local people have long known it as Kodikkarai. Sanctuary is important. It means this is a protected area, a safe home for the animals and plants that live here, a promise made by people to nature to keep this land safe. For generations, this coastline has been a refuge, a vital haven. Wild creatures can live by ancient rules, away from modern pressures. One of the most important remaining homes for the Blackbuck, a creature of stunning grace and speed. It is also a critical stopping point for countless water birds on long migrations. Here, the coast, the forest, the grassland, not separate, but woven together. This unique mix creates extraordinary richness. The sea brings in tides rich with food. The sun and the wind work together to create salt flats and shimmering mudflats, perfect for feeding birds. The forest provides cool shade and shelter. The grasslands offer wide open spaces for herds to graze and run. Because these homes sit close, a huge variety of creatures can live here. It is like a bustling city, a city for animals. The sanctuary lies on a V-shaped piece of land jutting into the Palk Strait. That geography makes a natural funnel for migratory birds along India's coast. They gather here in huge numbers before the sea crossing to Sri Lanka. For them, Point Calimere is a vital restaurant and a hotel, a place to rest and refuel. Protecting this one small point of land has a huge impact on bird populations across Asia. Section 3. The Whispering Shore. Beaches and dolphins. Our journey begins on the beach. Here, the sand is soft and gives way under our feet. The dunes, shaped by the wind, rise like gentle hills. Their slopes are held together by the roots of tough grasses, creeping vines, a fragile defense against the power of the sea. Out on the water, the sea is a canvas of blue and gray, constantly changing with the light and the wind. Graceful turns, gulls hang in the air, their wings flashing white in the sun. They patrol the line where the waves break, watching for an opportunity. With a sudden, swift movement, a tern will fold its wings and dive, piercing the water to catch a small fish. On the wet sand left behind by the retreating tide, we see small birds with impossibly quick legs. These are coastal waders, like sandpipers, plovers. They seem to be in a frantic hurry, running back and forth with the gentle waves. They are not playing, they are searching for food. Their sharp eyes look for tiny crabs, worms, and other morsels left behind by the water. They run, stop, and peck the sand in a rapid, rhythmic dance. Look up into the vast sky. A Brahmini kite circles high above, a picture of effortless control. Its body is a rich chestnut brown, and its head and chest are a brilliant white. It soars on the currents of wind, barely needing to flap its broad wings. When it spots its prey, it glides down in a long, controlled descent, its focus absolute and its strike sure and swift. Near the shore, where the water grows deeper, a fin might slice through the surface, followed by a puff of spray. Then another fin, and another. These are bottlenose dolphins, intelligent and social marine mammals. Sometimes, for reasons we can only guess at, one will leap clear out of the water, a perfect arc of joy and energy against the sky. Section 4. The Great Feast. Mudflats and Flamingos. Now we walk away from the beach, towards the wide, flat lands that lie behind the dunes. The ground here is soft and wet, a vast expanse of mud. When the tide is low, shallow pools of water are left behind, shining like silver mirrors under the sun. This is a place of incredible abundance, a great open-air kitchen for birds. Many birds, some of which have traveled from the cold lands of the far north, come here to feed during the cooler season. They arrive tired and hungry, and these mudflats offer them the rest and nourishment they need to grow strong again for their long journey home. In the distance, we see a shimmering pink line along the horizon. As we move closer, with quiet and careful steps, we see that the line is not a line at all. It is a flock of hundreds, perhaps thousands of flamingos. Some are the smaller, lesser flamingos, with their deep pink color. Others are the taller, greater flamingos, paler in their plumage. Their long, thin legs hold them steady as they go about their important business of feeding. They bend their long, elegant necks down, placing their unique, curved bills upside down in the water. With their tongues, they pump water through filters in their bills, straining out the tiniest shrimp, algae, larvae. Their beautiful pink color comes from the pigments in the food they consume. When they take flight, it is an unforgettable sight. Their wings open to reveal striking black flight feathers, a dramatic contrast to the pink. The sound of so many wings beating together is like a soft, rushing wind. These vast, shallow wetlands are a magnet for life. Section 5. The Rich Table, Waders, Storks, and Pelicans. Near the flamingos, other taller birds stand like patient fishermen. These are painted storks, impressive in their size and striking in their appearance. Their bodies are mostly white, but their wings are boldly patterned in black, and their tail feathers have a delicate touch of pink, like they have been dipped in paint. They wade slowly and deliberately through the water, stirring the mud with one foot to frighten fish and frogs from their hiding places, which they then snatch up with a quick jab of their bill. Not far away, we see a group of spot-billed pelicans. These are large, sociable birds with enormous bills and a soft, fleshy pouch of skin hanging beneath. They often fish cooperatively, forming a line and swimming together to herd fish into the shallows. When they have cornered a school of fish, they plunge their heads underwater, using their pouches like giant nets to scoop up both fish and water. They then tip their heads back, drain out the water, and swallow their catch with a gulp. Look carefully among the taller birds, and you will spot the black-headed ibis. Its body is a clean white, but its head and neck are bare and black, giving it a very distinguished look. They walk with calm, measured steps through the shallows, using their long, down-curved bills to probe deep into the soft mud. We might also see spoonbills, named for their extraordinary bills, which are long, straight, and flattened into a wide, spoon-like shape at the tip. They feed by sweeping their bill from side to side through the water, snapping it shut the moment they feel a small fish or shrimp. Each of these birds has its own special tool and its own technique for finding food. The stork stabs, the pelican scoops, the ibis probes, the spoonbill sweeps. This is how so many different birds can share the same rich habitat without competing directly with one another. Each is a specialist, perfectly adapted to its own way of life. The mudflats provide a varied menu, and each bird has its preferred dish. Section 6. The Green Heart. Grasslands and Blackbuck. From the wet world of the mudflats, we follow a path inland to the grasslands. Here the light is bright and the air is dry. The grass stretches out in a wide, open expanse, moving like waves in the gentle sea breeze. This is the kingdom of the blackbuck. They are a type of antelope, known for their incredible beauty and speed. The males are striking with long, spiraling horns that twist elegantly towards the sky. Their coats are a dark, rich brown on their backs, contrasting sharply with the pure white on their bellies and around their eyes. The females are smaller and lighter brown, without the long horns. Blackbuck live in herds and move with a fluid, effortless grace. They are built for running. When they sense danger, they can explode into a sprint, reaching high speeds in just a few seconds. When they run, they often leap high into the air, a behavior called stotting. They seem to float for a moment, their legs stiff before landing and springing up again. This display shows off their fitness and warns a predator that it is unlikely to succeed in a chase. Point Calimere is one of the most important strongholds for blackbuck in India, and seeing them run free across these plains is a truly magical experience. Sharing the grasslands with the blackbuck, we may also see spotted deer, known locally as chital. They are one of the most beautiful deer in the world. Their coats are a lovely reddish-brown, covered in bright white spots that provide excellent camouflage in the dappled light of the forest edge. They lift their heads often, their large ears turning like satellite dishes to catch the faintest sound of approaching danger. Chital also live in herds, and they are often found grazing peacefully alongside the blackbuck. In the tall grass, a low, slinking shape moves with purpose. It is a golden jackal. Jackals are intelligent and adaptable hunters. They often hunt in pairs, working together to find small animals like rodents, hares, birds. Their eerie, howling calls at dusk are a fundamental part of the soundtrack of the Indian wilderness, a wild and beautiful sound that echoes across the plains. Section 7. The Secretive Forest and its Shy Inhabitants. Now we step into the dry evergreen forest. The trees here are tough and hardy, adapted to keep their leaves even during the hot, dry season. The air immediately feels cooler under the dense canopy of leaves. Sunlight filters through in patches, creating a shifting pattern of light and shadow on the forest floor. Birdsong comes from all directions, though the singers themselves are often hidden in the thick foliage. A flash of brilliant green streaks past, a rose-ringed parakeet, its sharp, happy call echoing through the trees. From a dense bush, the cheerful, bubbling song of a white-browed bulbul erupts. A small, intelligent face with a distinctive cap of hair on its head watches us from a low branch. It is a Bonnet Macaque, a monkey native to southern India. They live in lively family groups, grooming each other to strengthen bonds, playing and chattering constantly. They are omnivores, eating a wide variety of foods, fruits, leaves, insects, small lizards. While they are curious about people, it is very important that we never feed them. Feeding wild animals makes them dependent and bold, which can lead to conflict and is bad for their health. A long, slender streak of gray darts across the path. It is an Indian gray mongoose, moving with its tail held high. It is on a constant patrol, sniffing the air and the ground, its sharp eyes scanning for any sign of its prey. Mongooses are famous for their bravery and speed, and they are skilled hunters of snakes, lizards, scorpions, and rodents. In a quiet, shady spot, we might be lucky enough to glimpse a jungle cat. It is larger and lankier than a domestic cat, with long legs and tufted ears. It is a shy and solitary hunter, preying on mice and small birds. As dusk begins to fall, other, more secretive creatures may begin to stir. A small Indian civet, with its long body, pointed face, and spotted coat, might emerge from its daytime resting place. It is mostly nocturnal, using the cover of darkness to search for fruits, insects, and small animals. On the edge of the forest, a black-naped hare might sit perfectly still, its long ears twitching to catch every sound. Its stillness is its greatest defense. It hopes to go unnoticed. Section 8. The Rhythm of Life. Seasons and Behaviours. Life at Point Calimere moves to the powerful rhythms of the seasons and the tides. The cool winter months from October to January are when the sanctuary is at its busiest. This is when the migratory waterbirds arrive in their greatest numbers. The mudflats and wetlands become a crowded, noisy, and wonderfully vibrant spectacle. Birds from Siberia, birds from Europe. They have come here to escape the harsh northern winter, to rest, and to feed on the rich food supply. In the warmer months, many of these birds depart. Grasslands grow lush and green after the rains, resident deer, resident antelope. The time of day also dictates the activity of the animals. In the cool of the early morning and late afternoon, the grasslands are alive with grazing animals. As the sun climbs higher and the day grows hot, they retreat to the shade of the forest to rest and chew their cud. Predators like the golden jackal are also most active at dawn and dusk, using the low light to their advantage. In certain seasons, the nearby sandy beaches become a place of great importance for another incredible traveler, the olive Ridley sea turtle. Under the cover of darkness, female turtles haul themselves out of the sea. It is a slow and difficult journey on land. Using their flippers, they dig a deep hole in the sand where they lay their precious clutch of eggs. They then carefully cover the nest and camouflage it, then drag themselves back to the safety of the ocean. Weeks later, tiny hatchlings emerge from the sand and make a frantic dash for the waves, a perilous first journey in a long life. We must be especially careful during the turtle nesting season. Bright lights from buildings or torches on the beach can disorient both the nesting females and the hatchlings, causing them to move in the wrong direction, away from the sea. Keeping the beaches dark and clean is one of the most important things we can do to help these ancient mariners. By understanding these rhythms, the daily and seasonal cycles of life, we can learn to visit this place with greater respect, choosing the best times to see the animals without disturbing their essential routines. Section 9. Our gentle footsteps, a promise of care. When we visit a place as precious as Point Calimere, we must remember we are guests in the animal's home. Our presence should be like a soft whisper, not a loud shout. We can show respect in simple, gentle ways. Always walk on marked paths to avoid damaging fragile plants or disturbing ground nests. Keep your voice low and your movements calm and slow. The quieter we are, the more we will see. It is vital that we watch animals from a safe, respectful distance. Getting too close causes stress. Animals may flee or mothers may abandon young. We must never, ever feed the wild animals. Human food can make them sick. Feeding teaches animals to associate people with food and can make them aggressive, harmful to their survival. We must also be careful to leave no trace of our visit, carrying all of our rubbish back with us. Point Calimere is a gift. It is a vital sanctuary for the swift Blackbuck. It is a vast, welcoming table for millions of water birds on their long journeys. It is a safe shelter for deer, for boar, for jackals, for macaques. It is an open road for dolphins. It is a nursery for sea turtles. It is a protective haven for young fish in the roots of the mangroves. It is a web of life connecting the land, the water, and the wind in a perfect, intricate pattern. When we stand here and watch, we feel a connection to that web, a sense of belonging to this larger family of life. We can all help to keep this place safe for generations to come. We can do this by visiting with care and encouraging others to do the same. We can support the people and organizations that work tirelessly to protect this land and its sea. We can make small changes in our own lives, like using less plastic, which helps keep the oceans clean for turtles and dolphins. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the water, the birds fly home to roost, and a deep peace settles over the land. May this coast, these forests, and these flats always remain safe. May the Blackbuck always run free.